From Somali, we want to now shift our attention to Tanzania, and of course in regards to the upcoming elections. We have our Ben Kitili, who is in Tanzania, giving us the latest. Ben, thank you very much for joining us. Tell us more about this latest poll.
Yes, indeed, Betty. Today, that is the 22nd of September 2015, it is less than a month to the October 25th general election. Toweza did release the latest opinion polls, which, according to them and according to the law here, I understand, are the last batch of opinion polls that are supposed to be released before the general election in Tanzania. And they have, the results are in, and John Magufuli of the CCM, the governing CCM party, Chama cha Mapinduzi, is leading according to the Toweza opinion polls with 65% of the opinion polls, followed by Edward Lowassa of Chadema, which is part of the opposition coalition UKAWA, which has been given CCM a run for their money in the run-up to the elections. Edward Lowassa of the Chadema party has 25%. That is a very huge gap here. That is, of course, a difference of 40 percentage points between the two leading candidates. Remember, it is a two-horse race between CCM's John Magufuli and UKAWA's and Chadema's Edward Lowassa, who is, of course, which is a member of the opposition coalition. It is a difference of 40 percentage points. Lowassa with 25%, and Magufuli, John Magufuli, who has been the housing minister here in Tanzania, has a massive lead, 65 points. We have been able to talk to some experts here in Dar es Salaam. The opinion polls are already starting to elicit some reactions. We're expecting more reactions from the political rallies that are ongoing across the republic according on those particular polls. And we have received one. We have talked to Onesmo Olenguruma, who is a top lawyer here in Dar es Salaam and a human rights activist. And he has been able to, we're trying to send you those pictures, but he has been able to tell us that there is a problem somewhere, that those particular opinion polls will be rejected by the opposition coalition UKAWA, because, as he says, there is a disconnect between the opinion polls results and what is on the ground. It has been reported that it has been a closely contested affair, this title for the presidency on October 25th between CCM, John Magufuli, and UKAWA's Edward Lowassa. But according to the polls by Toweza, 65% for Magufuli, 25% for Lowassa. It shows like a huge gap between the two. And of course, we shall be able to talk to our wananchi here in the street of Dar es Salaam to ask their views, what they think. What has been able to come up from those polls as well is that the young people are the ones who are likely to vote for Edward Lowassa of the opposition coalition, while the older generation here in Tanzania will be rooting for John Magufuli of the CCM. The older people, of course, feeling attached to the Independence Party. Remember, CCM has been in power since independence here in Tanzania. And of course, 60% of the registered voters here in Tanzania are young people. So there is so many questions. Analysts will be taking a look at those particular opinion polls and giving us their verdicts. Just to remind you, in 2015, there has been a massive voter registration drive here by the National Elections Commission. 98% of eligible voters here in Tanzania have been able to register to be able to cast their ballots on the 25th of October. 99%, according to the Toweza opinion polls, intend to cast their ballots on that particular day. But another interesting thing, only 57% know the election day, that is on that Sunday, the 25th of October. So there is a lot of work there, voter education to be done by the National Elections Commission. But another thing that Toweza did say, commenting on the 25% support for Edward Lowassa and the UKAWA coalition, is that not many people know about the UKAWA, and that it is a coalition and not a political party which will be on the ballot paper, advising the opposition coalition to be able to do some awareness or education drive for their voters. It is an interesting point of view here, interesting poll results, and of course Yvonne Okwara will be delving more into that on Bottom Line East Africa. But that is the situation here. 65% for John Magufuli of CCM and 25% for Edward Lowassa of the Okawa coalition. Those are the numbers according to Twaweza, and we shall be able to get reactions from the different, from the two political camps, and know what is the way forward. But the campaigns have been ongoing. The CCM people are in Bukoba in the northern part of Tanzania, while the coalition team led by Lowassa are in Mtwara in Kagera province here, just a few hundred kilometers from the capital, Dar es Salaam. So, Betty, we shall be analyzing those numbers a bit more and putting them into perspective later on. Back to you in studio.
Thank you very much, Ben Kitili. They're reporting by way of phone from Tanzania, giving us a detailed outlook on the Tanzania elections that are scheduled to take place less than a month.